Hi everyone, it's Mitch. It's Sunday, November 30th, and thanks for joining me. It was crazy, weekend of college football. We learned a lot. A lot happened that we couldn't have possibly predicted, and a lot happened that probably we could have predicted. Congratulations to the Florida Gators. I was dead wrong on your game. I thought that Florida State at home was going to be a little too much for you. It's unfortunate for the Gators that they couldn't keep that going over the course of a full season like the truly great teams do when they run the table and become these epic all-time great teams. Because this Gator team probably had the making of that, and maybe next year's Gator team will be able to pick up on the wins from this year and add it to a reasonable winning streak that we can put them in the category with some of the all-time greatest teams. The Oklahomas, the Nebraskas, the Miamis, the Alabamas that have that ran the table, that put together very, very long winning streaks, because that is what defines the truly great teams from the very, very good teams in college football. And I think the Gators certainly they show that they have the firepower to do that. But when you lose at home, at some point during the season, it kind of it really dims down the entire season, the entire body of work, especially when every other one-loss team in the country lost on the road or at a neutral site. So pretty tough argument for them to get to any kind of title game or to be ranked ahead of any of those other teams. In any event. Some other really big games that happened this weekend. Alabama staying undefeated, knocking off Auburn. Congrats to the Crimson Tide and their fans. Shut them out, and we were dead on the money on that one. And a couple of games out there too that were just big time surprises. Arkansas knocking off LSU. I wouldn't touch that game with a 10-foot pole, and it was mainly because I just had no faith in LSU and the way things were running there. They seemed to be a team that didn't get better as the season went on. They kind of got worse as the season goes on, and those are depth issues. When a team starts off very good, usually tails off. It's usually when players start to get dinged and they don't have the depth anymore. And LSU, winning titles, that usually will knock some rungs off the depth ladder. I've seen it before, and we'll see it again in years to come. Texas, Oklahoma, big time winners. Texas Tech escaping from Baylor, who we took Baylor in those points. Baylor was a monster this year against the spread. There was a lot of value this year in Baylor, and we took full advantage of it. We expect a ton out of Art Briles and Robert Griffin next year, and I don't think we're going to be seeing that kind of value again. My picks of the week, for Friday was Boise. They started the first half, but in the second half, 61-10 after leading 13-10 at halftime, pretty much says it all. We loved Boise. Those who were in the chat room knew that I went way off the deep end, talking about how much I loved Boise in that game, and I pretty much in the newsletter did the same thing with Rice as getting 3 points. I never understood that spread, and I still don't understand it. And I think the people that maybe bet the other way on Houston in that one are kind of wondering what that spread was all about too, because Rice was clearly just the better team. For those of you who really haven't been paying attention to the Rice Owls, 9-3 on the season. Congrats, guys. Second bowl appearance in what 50 years or something you guys are going for. But we've been all over it all season. A couple of games we weren't all over. We thought that West Virginia was going to beat Pitt this week, and they thought they were going to get their revenge, and it certainly looked like they were going to do it. But Bill Stewart, I just not quite sure. I'm not drinking the Kool-Aid there with him. I don't know how long he stays at West Virginia. It's not going to be a matter of him wanting to stay or go. I think it might be time for him to go. We have a few other things going on. Some more coaching openings, some more coaching jobs getting filled. You gotta wonder what's going to go on in Notre Dame after that loss to USC yesterday. Just crushed. The Irish. It's not that they're losing games anymore; they're being embarrassed. Losing at home to Syracuse is an embarrassment. Though people say that's an embarrassment, yet these are the same people that have the Florida Gators ranked in their top 5. Ahead of all these other one-loss teams. Yet Syracuse was less of an underdog than Ole Miss was when they beat Florida at the Swamp. So go figure in that one. But Charlie Weiss, and then losing at USC, just getting shut out. It was thorough gun to whistle domination in that one. And, the Irish fans might be getting sick of that. I think there's a couple names that have already been surfacing for Charlie Weiss's job. One of them is Brian Kelly from Cincinnati, and that guy can really, really, really coach. Be interesting to see what he does with the recruiting base and the talent that he would get at Notre Dame. Couple other situations. Sylvester Croom stepping down at Mississippi State, first black head coach in the Southeast Conference, and let's just hope. I heard that he wasn't run out of that job. That his team went to a bowl game last year, and it's Mississippi State. They're probably not going to have the best team every year. So we wish Sylvester good luck, and hopefully he resign because he's off to greener pastures. That's all we can hope for. He's in that long Alabama line of head coaches, and those guys have had just a ton of success at almost every level. In any event, this is Mitch. I could talk college football. I could talk about everything that happened this week. Pretty much all day long. But I'm just going to cut it off right here and say thanks for joining me. Have a great day. We have a super week of college football coming up. Not too many teams in action, but we have those championship games are all coming up this week. Couple rivalry matchups, and on Thursday, I'm heading out to Vegas. I'm going to the Pacquiao De La Hoya fight at the MGM, and I'm very excited. Our own Rob Peters, is Manny Pacquiao's bodyguard, and he got us the tickets for the fight. And thanks to Rob, thanks to Freddie Roach, and thanks to Manny Pacquiao for coming through with the ticks. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day.